Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear cadets of class 9, welcome you all to this online Islam and moral education class. Dear cadets, how are you? I think all of you are fine. By the grace of Almighty Allah, we are also fine. Dear cadets, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. Dear cadets, it is a formalities or it is a formal introducing. I am MD Muhammad Muradullah, lecturer in Islamic Studies, Borishal Cadet College, Borishal. Coronavirus awareness. Dear cadets, prevention better than cure. These rules and this proverb is very much effective for the coronavirus, because if we maintain some awareness building rules, we save from this deadly disease, as like wash your hands often, wear a face mask, sanitize constantly, stay at home, avoid close contact, avoid crowded places, cough and sneezing. Dear cadets, this type of awareness we should maintain, or we abide by this awareness building rules or awareness building program. Inshallah, we will be safe from this deadly disease. Dear cadets, without no more delay, I would like to declare today's discussion topics. Our today's discussion topic is Fraternity and Communal Harmony. Chapter 4, lesson number 8. Learning outcomes. Dear cadets, after listening to the lecture, inshallah, you will be able to describe the idea of fraternity and communal harmony, explain the categories of fraternity in Islam, narrate the necessity and benefit of brotherhood and communal harmony, evaluate the feeling of brotherhood and communal harmony in Islam. First of all, fraternity. Fraternity, another synonym is brotherhood. Brotherhood, Arabic term was ukhwat, derived from akhun, that means brother. Ukhwat means brotherhood or fraternity. In the terminology of Islam, the mutual and cordial relationship with one another is called brotherhood. Brotherhood and fraternity is to express one's feeling as a brother, that is to consider another person as our own brother and behave with him in a brother-like manner. We wish well of our own brother, forgo our self-interest for them and come forward to their aid. Similarly, to cherish the same feeling for all men on earth and to demonstrate it through practical action is the feeling of brotherhood. Kinds of brotherhood or categories of fraternity or brotherhood. Dear cadets, Islam is a religion of peace. All religion, Islam has given sympathy to others. Fraternity may be classified into 3 categories. Number 1, brotherhood born of same parents. Number 2, universal brotherhood or fraternity. Number 3, Islamic brotherhood. Number one, fraternity born from same parents. The fraternity installed from the same legitimate father of the womb of the same mother is known as brotherhood born of same parents, as like our own brother and sister. Number two, universal brotherhood or fraternity. Everyone is this world descended from the family of Adam alayhi salam, the first father, and Hawa alayhi salam, the first mother. In this respect, all people are brothers to one another. Gradually, the number of people multiplied. Difference of climate and geographical environment accounts for people's differences in shapes and appearance, nature and conduct, and colors and language. Thus, they become subject to being divided into different tribes. Yet, they are brother to one another as they are created from the holy only Adam alayhi salam. In this regard, Allah Almighty says, Ya ayyuhan nas, inna khalaqnakum min dhakari wa unsa, wa ja'alna shu'uban wa qaba'ila lita'arafu, meaning, O mankind, I have created you from a single male and a single female, and then divided you into different nations and tribes, so that you may know each other. Surah Al-Hujurat, Ayat 13. In this regard, our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, وَالنَّاسِ بَنُو آدَمَ وَآدَمُ مِنْ تُرَابٍ. You all are descended from Adam alayhi salam, and Adam alayhi salam created from earth. Bukhari. According to this ayat and hadith, all human beings are tied to a single brotherhood. In fact, all men on earth are the children of original parents, Hazrat Adam alayhi salam and Hawa alayhi salam. From this point of view, all men come from the same family. They command same respect and are brethren unto themselves. So, all deserve brotherly conduct irrespective of race, religion, and color. All have to be looked upon a brother's help in danger and problems. No injustice is permissible to any man on the plea of a different religion or race. It has always got to be remembered that all men sprang from the same stock and all are brethren on the ground of birth. Number three, Islamic brotherhood. Dear cadets, Islam is the only approved religion by Allah. The motto of Islam is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. There is no creator but Allah, and Muhammad is Allah's Rasul. Those who have believed in this kalima are tied to a common bond of brotherhood, even though they may differ as regards colors, tribes, language, and the reasons of their habitation. Allah the Almighty says, Innamal mu'minuna ukhwatun, meaning definitely the believers are of a single brotherhood. Surah Al-Hujurat, Ayat 10. In this regard, our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Al-Muslimu akhul Muslim, meaning a Muslim is the brother of another Muslim. Bukhari and Muslim. Dear cadets, in this ayat and hadith reflect that all Muslims of the world are tied by the bond of brotherhood. They will behave with one another in a fraternal manner. This is the teaching of Islam. The Holy Prophet dispatched it in a hadith, described in a hadith. He says, you will find the Muslim displaying kindness, amity, love, and sympathy to another as if they are a single body. When an organ of the body feels pain, the entire body responds in the form of fever, insomnia, etc. Bukhari Muslim. The mutual brotherhood of the Muslims is an Islamic brotherhood. As a result, our Muslims come for the succor of a suffering Muslim in whatever corner of the globe he may reside. Importance of Islamic brotherhood or fraternity. Dear cadets, according to Islam, all men are equal. Islam admits of a discrimination between high and low, black or white, rich and poor. All Muslims of the world having an unshaken faith in Allah and His Prophet ﷺ are brothers to one another. They are bound together by the same religion. The Prophet Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ says, the Arabs cannot claim to be superior to the non-Arabs, nor the non-Arabs are superior to the Arabs. Muslims' brotherhood is founded on such a strong faith that the Prophet of Allah compared all the brethren of his common faith to a body of a human being. If any part of the body is diseased, the entire body is affected by it. Similarly, if any Muslim in any part of the world happens to fall in troubles, all the Muslims feel for him. So the heads of tongue of a Muslim must not hurt another Muslim. Even if there arises any quarrel between two Muslims, other Muslim must come forward to settle the dispute peacefully. In this regard, Allah Ta'ala said, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ فَاسْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخْوَيْكُمْ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. Meaning, the believers are but brothers, so make reconciliation between your brothers and fear Allah that you may receive mercy. Dear cadets, a true Muslim must deal with other Muslim as he likes to be dealt with in his own case, else he will not be regarded as a true Muslim. Our dear Prophet Hazrat Muhammad says, the believers, when they are united, are like the component part of a building. One part of it makes the other part stronger and steadier. Bukhari and Muslim. So we will lead a life of perpetual brotherhood and share weal and woe of others. Communal harmony. Communal harmony is an Arabic English term. Bangla meaning is Sampradayik Sampriti. Islam is a religion of peace. All its teachings and ideals are directed towards the permanent welfare of the human race. Naturally, Islam has laid down a specific pronouncement in the sphere of feeling of brotherhood and communal harmony. All have been called upon to practice these two virtues. In the terminology of Islam, communal harmony is the feeling of amity and love for men of all communities, men of different religions, colors, and languages live in our society. Such people constitute one community. The feeling of mutual unity, integrity, and cooperation among these various communities is called communal harmony. The role of fraternity and communal harmony is establishing peace in society is extremely important. Possession, moral, and human values cultivate this in their own lives. No nation can prosper without the feeling of brotherhood and communal harmony. In the absence of these two, peace and order are harmed. The prosperity of the nation is obstructed, and even the independence and sovereignty of the state are threatened. Feeling of brotherhood inspired men with the spring of sacrifice, focused such qualities and cooperation, fellow feelings, etc. As a result, unity and order prevail in society. On the contrary, in the absence of brotherhood, man does not love others, nor wish others well. Rather, he does not hesitate to wrong, oppress, for torture others for narrow self-interest. Feeling of brotherhood and communal harmony in Islam. Dear cadets, Islam is the religion of peace. Islam shows respect all religions. There is no difference between Muslim and other religions person. Islam respect all. Dear cadets, feeling of brotherhood and communal harmony must indispensably be maintained for ensuring temporal peace. All communities living in the society must be treated well. Good conduct is an obligation to men to other communities outside one's own community. They must be helped on, must come forward at the time of their need and danger. Peace must be given preference to mutual food and strife. Allah the Most High says, there is no good in their secret plans. Rather, good lies in mass gifts, charities, good deeds, and directions of contribute to bring peace in society. We shall grant great reward to those who work thus so please Allah. Surah Nisa, Ayat 114. In the extreme pity of established peace among men, at this Allah the Most High becomes pleased. Communal harmony focused in man such qualities and patience, tolerance, and respect to freedom of opinions. Man learns how to respect on another. Indigenous civilization and culture are grow richer due to peaceful coexistence of man and communities of divergent religious and racial identities. On the contrary, in the absence of communal harmony, feuds and strife break out. All times, even civil war breaks out. Man does not hesitate to specifies the interest of the country for the sake of own communal interest. In fact, feeling of brotherhood and communal harmony are the indispensable ingredients for peace and progress for the country. Dear cadets, we are Muslim. Many non-Muslim people live in our society. Some are our classmates, some colleagues, some playmates, some neighbors, some teachers, other are friends and acquaintances. All must be treated well, for like us, they too are creations of Allah. The Almighty Allah, the Holy Prophet has said, Al-Khalqu ya lillah, fa-ahabba khalqi ila Allah man ahsanu ila riyalihi. Meaning, all the creation of like the family members of Allah. So the person who is sympathetic to his family members is the most beloved to Allah. By Hakim. The non-Muslim communities must be given liberty to observe their religions. It is not proper and lawful to make a mockery of their religions. Scriptures and places of worship, rites and rituals, they must not be prevented from performing there. Religious obligations, Allah, in that sense, Allah Almighty says, Lakum dinukum waliyadin, meaning your religion is yours, my religion is mine. Surah Kafirun, ayat number 6. In another ayat, it has been said that Allah Almighty says, La ikraha fid din, meaning so far as deen is concerned, there is no forceful imposition. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 256. Dear cadets, amity must be maintained in other spheres of life apart from religious liberty. They must not be oppressed in any forms. Their properties must not be trespassed. Rather, their lives, honor, and properties must be protected. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad has strongly warned the Muslims on these issues. He said, a person who murders a non-Muslim of covenant, he will never be smell of Jannah. Bukhari. In another hadith, he stated, beware if a person oppresses a covenant non-Muslim or gives him less than his due or imposes on him a task unlawfully or forcefully grabs his property, then on the day of judgment, I will stand against him. Abu Dawud. Dear cadets, so Islam has prescribed in a number of ways for preservation of communal amenity. We should practice this direction in all situations of life. If we all follow this Islamic idea of brotherhood and communal amenity together, the whole world will surely become a place of peace. Dear cadets, with this, we have come to the end of today's class. If you want to ask any question on this lesson, leave it in the comment box. I shall be happy and remain patient to answer. Home task. Cadets, I have given you a CQ question. So your duty is read this CQ question carefully and make answer at your home. Next class. Now, topic for next class. The topic for next class is lesson number 9 and 10. Topic, respect for women and patriotism. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.